going to give it a little bit for people to get on. If you're looking at this, please share. Please share. I'm going to do the same on this phone over here. So the Wilson Post News and Media, also known as the Wilson Post, has a podcast that we've been recording for the past few months. And truth is, it's been tough. I thought that I had all the answers, and guess what? I don't. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs, we go into a journey thinking that things are going to be easy, and it's not. It's not impossible neither. I mean, anything that you can do, I can do better. Anything you can do, anyway, you know the song. But it's not about competing with another person or competing with another company. Competition is for consumers, not necessarily for a business. I know they say competition is good, but I think once a business stays in the path and that journey is always adapted, and we're paying attention to what the others are doing, I think that's the beginning of how we set ourselves aside and continue to be original. So, okay, let me see if I can share this on my page. I'm really going to get really transparent here for the next few moments of my life, no matter if that's weeks, months, or a couple of years, but I'm going to be really transparent with you guys and gals. Let's see, go on Facebook. And if you're watching this right now, I am officially broadcasting live on thewilsonpost.com, and also here on my Facebook. I'm going to go live on Instagram as well, so please share. All right, I'm about to share this on my own page, on my own personal page as well. I'm here in my office, by the way, just in case you didn't know. I'm here downtown Wilson, inside of the Upper Coastal Plain Business Development Center. This business houses small businesses, micro businesses. They help you scale your business, and they help you develop resources and opportunities. They have classes. So I'm sitting here waiting for all of this to update. My phone usually has so much stuff going on. Okay, here we go. And if you're watching this, go ahead and share. Go ahead and share, because if you are in Wilson County, or if you are a lover of transparency and podcasts and person-to-person, human-to-human interaction, then this is going to be for you. All right, I'm sharing it. Share post now. Okay. I'm sharing it, and I hope you guys are sharing it too. In fact, I think I'm going to share it in my other group as well. I have a few groups online. One group, which I'm extremely proud of, is Billion Dollar Business Builders. It is a group on Facebook, and we have close to 17,000 dreamers, entrepreneurs, freelancers that are inside this group, who are just like you, going through the same things that you are. But again, we're talking about transparency. They have opened up about their stories, about their stepping stones, and they want to share them with you. This book has been a really great success. It was sold in over 29 countries, which is phenomenal. And it's still selling. It's in Walmart, Barnes & Noble. And it's called $1 Billion Success Stories: How to Embrace Your Stepping Stones to Build a Successful Empire. I'm just going to hold it off to the side so you guys will know what I'm talking about. So when I reach over, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Getting a few messages. I don't know who that is. I'll make sure I reach out back to you when I get finished with this broadcasting here. Again, if you don't know me, because I am broadcasting live from the actual business page, my name is Travis Patterson, and I created and founded the Wilson Post News Media, which is a alternative news video source founded right here in Wilson County, and we let people know what's going on. So we're talking about events, job opportunities, news that you care about the most, and that's one of our slogans. We are the only video news source here in Wilson County, and we deliver to you what you care about the most. So I can find one more group to share this video in, then I'm going to go directly into what transparency means to me and why it's important for growth in your business and entrepreneurship. If you're watching this, please share. If you have an opportunity to, I'm going to post it. So, I mean, even if you really want to listen and you don't have an opportunity to listen to the entire thing, it's okay, because it'll be available later. In a group. Hello, Kayla. Hello, Miss Robin. Minister Atwater out of Rocky Mount. Good to see you. I'm going to share this. Hey. Thank you for joining on. I'm getting ready to broadcast a really transparent part of my life, which is my business, but it's also part of my personal life. It may not be the wisest thing to do, but I am a risk taker. I am a millennial, and I'm going to be transparent with people. So as they are going into their entrepreneur journey, or even just stepping into a new journey, that they know that, you're not alone. Just other people are going through exactly what you're going through. And thank you for coming on. I think I shared it enough. Maybe one more time. Then I'm going to go jump right on in. Right post. Thank you so much. I remember when I first met you, you were preaching up a storm. And I heard the rumors, but I had to go see it for myself, and all the rumors were true. They were not exaggerated. I said, you will catch fire if you go see this woman preach. And I appreciate the Brit family for introducing me to you. Huge inspiration. And, one thing I like about you in particular, and it actually goes well with, what we're talking about here when it comes to transparency, is that I've noticed that the best teachers and preachers and ministers, they come from what they know, not from what they heard. They come from who they are, from practice, not just theory. And anytime I've ever heard you minister to people, it's always been you as a human to another human. And I've always loved that. And to me, that's a good teacher. My bishop at St. Paul here in Wilson, he is phenomenal at being just, person to person. He's a great leader. And I see those qualities in you. And it means a lot to me. And I pray that you continue to do so. And in fact, we've already recorded like 5 episodes already of this podcast. I'm calling this episode 000. This is like the pre-podcast. This is the introduction of the podcast, and it's about transparency. I'm going to be transparent. I'm not going to say with the rest of my life, but with a lot of different topics that I feel like a lot of people relate to, but they're not really free about sharing. So huge risk, but I feel like it's going to be worth it. I'm going to share this one more time, and I'll be done with sharing this in the group. Other groups can I share this in? Boom. And post. Okay, time to jump right on in. And just so you know, again, thank you for joining in. My name is Travis Patterson. I'm the host of the Wilson Post podcast and also the publisher and creator and founder of the WilsonPost.com. If you're not familiar with the Wilson Post, it is a video news source that is founded right here in Wilson County. I'm right here downtown Wilson, and we are a video news source. We do video, we post, we are social. And if you are not familiar with this and you're joining on because someone who cares about you have shared this video, the Wilson Post was founded this year. I started building it back in November. We had a soft launch in April. We only had 500. It sounds like a lot to some people, but we only had 500 followers and subscribers, and it was super discouraging. But we continued building. We continued to push forward. And a month later, we only hit another 500. But another month later, which here we are approaching June at this point, we hit our 5,000, which was very exciting. But in a city where there's 50,000 plus, in a county that has 80,000 plus, and the internet being as huge as it is, again, that wasn't the most encouraging. So, but we kept pushing, and it was the last week of July that we hit 10,000 subscribers, and it seemed like it just kind of caught on like fire. But I mean, it was very inspirational. It was awesome, and that gave us the boost of confidence that we needed to just continue to push forward. So as of today, October 12th, 2017, we have 14,621 email subscribers who read, watch, post, view, and just take it all in at the WilsonPost.com. So I see a few more people joined on. Drika Bellamy. She's a phenomenal entrepreneur. She has a business out in Rocky Mount, and she's also an up-and-coming author as well. Quinn Rogers, another entrepreneur that Wilson County and local counties are familiar with. He is a videographer and photographer. If you don't know Quinn Rogers, you may know him as Coach Rogers. He is a staple here in Wilson. Denise Simon, thank you for joining on. She is she goes by many names. Awesome is first of them. But she's in the human resources field. So I don't know exactly where she is right now in staffing, but I'm pretty sure she still has all the resources and some really great connections for you. Dante Gibson, my partner out of Georgia. You the man. And you know me enough to know that I'm a risk taker, and I'm going to take this opportunity to just be transparent with everyone who's watching. So I'm just going to jump right on in. Entrepreneurship is tough. It is hard, 3 years or 4 years now, actually 4 years. I have been trying, and I want to say it was last year I decided to just stop trying. I heard a really great motivational speaker say, there is no try, either you do or you don't. So at that moment, I started really, in my mind at least, I started making a difference. And I realized, it wasn't always about the dollar, it was about the difference that you're making. So I started making a huge difference by sticking up for certain social causes, speaking up on things that, again, people wouldn't normally talk about. And because of that, I gained a really intertwined, connected following on Facebook and in Instagram. And because of that, I think people really like that. I guess I really should be live on Instagram too. I just forget to do it. Just so I can get, let people know that, you're not alone. If you have a business and you're starting a new journey in that business, in entrepreneurship, no matter if you're a freelancer, no matter if you're a micro business, small business, no matter what level you're at, no matter if you're growing it, you're scaling it, you're exploding it, you're selling it, you're buying one. do me a favor. Post your business here below on these comments so other people can go and like your page or go to your website and check you out. I really want other people to start being social. It's not enough to just watch. I mean, I really want people to interact with each other the same way you would at a networking event. You will connect with people and you'll talk to them. And this is where you can do that too. So while you're doing that, you guys can be listening, and you can also go and share and like your pages. All right, here we go. Going live on Instagram. I think I am anyway. Okay. Yeah, I am. Boom, boom, and live. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, Instagram, this is Travis Patterson coming to you live on Instagram, on Facebook. Thank you for joining on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this journey. I'm really going to come from a really transparent place here in my office here at the Wilson Post News and Media. There's an opportunity for, a lot of people to, I guess I should hold it up here so you guys can see me here. And just so I can talk to you. I really want to talk to you here on Instagram. I really want to talk to you here on Facebook. So here's the thing. We're talking about transparency. I've taken some leadership classes here lately, and one thing I've learned is that, if you're asking for help, then you get help. And it's really simple. I mean, it's not rocket science. If you are asking the right questions, you get the right answers as well. So I am coming to you as a source of help, but I'm also coming to you asking for help. With a lot of people throughout the United States, North America, and sometimes overseas, I've had an opportunity to help them because of my prior experience in staffing and giving advice and career coaching, which if I can find, this is my first book, which is in Walmart as well. I helped a lot of people with this book, and I'm grateful to be able to, tell people about interviewing. But as I was learning about interviewing, I realized that people need help with a lot more skills than just that. That is very important. But guess my Instagram, hey, Candidate Slice. And again, if you have a business, please share your business here on Instagram, here on Facebook, so other people can get to know, what you are, and what you do. Even if it's not your business and you represent that business and you have a cause and you use the internet for it, you want people to like that page or know what you do, share that so other people can get to know that. So, all right. I've had some really hard times lately with this business. Yes, having a lot of followers and subscribers is cool and it's really great, especially when you are a social influencer. When a team and we started building up our following inside of that group I was telling you about, $1 billion business builders, which they're in this group too because I shared it. They're in this live feed. It was awesome. We hit 5,000, 10,000, 9,000, and we went back up. Now we're at close to 17,000 entrepreneurs inside of that group, which is great. But we learned a lot, about, what people's needs were. And it went beyond just, okay, can I do resumes? Can you help me get a job? Like, no. What soft skills are you missing? What resources are you missing when it comes to being successful? Doing that, I got to be honest with you, I started learning a whole lot about myself at that point because it's like, dang, you know what? I don't have this. I don't have the thing that they need. I realized it. So I started reaching out to people, asking them for help. Say, look, my audience, my team, my subscribers, they're asking for ideas, and I just don't know what to tell them other than, that I know somebody who knows what I don't know. So I started bringing them on, and that's where we are now, especially with this podcast. We have, again, 4 episodes already recorded. Ryan Breen, here out of Wilson, he gave a really, really great insight on a topic that was really great. And I'm going to see if I can pull up a couple topics now just so I can share those with you. Those podcasts have already been recorded. I'm editing those now. We've spoken to relationship facilitators, Christina McNair. She really gave some really great insight on relationships. Now, a lot of people, when you hear relationships, you think about husband and wife, but what about a relationship with your kid, or relationship with your parents, relationships with your coworkers, relationships with your people at church, the people that you go to church with? What about relationships in your community? There's different ways to have relationships with people. And on that podcast, I learned a whole lot, and I hope you guys get a chance to learn a whole lot too. And that should be up here shortly. Finally, I got a chance to edit everything because, again, man, entrepreneurship is tough, especially when you're in this industry, in the news and media industry. It's not as easy as I had thought. And if the competition across the street heard that, they would smile and nod, and I'm pretty sure some other things, but it doesn't change anything. It's still tough. So we started growing and connecting with people and finding the resources that we needed to share with other people. So Upper Coastal Plain Business Development Center, which again, this is where I am right now, that was a really great resource. Within 30 days of being inside this building, I tripled revenue for the business, and I got more clients because of the opportunity to have meeting space, event space, conference rooms, a more comfortable setting where, and there's no offense against coffee stores or anything, coffee houses or shops, but it's a lot of interaction. It's so busy in there, and it can become very distracting, especially with today's entrepreneurs like myself. You can be all over the place with your attention. And it really doesn't help when you have ADHD, ADD, and when you've been brought up watching TV, and basically your attention span is just like that as you're flipping the remote. And that's just kind of where I am. Or even when you're on social media like this and you're just swiping. Your brain is not trained anymore to hold on to things more than 15 seconds, 30 seconds at a time. And it has to be really interesting if it is. Somebody here on Instagram, Ace man, I have got to go in there and check you guys out. Ace L House is not easy, never is, but we appreciate different views. A free media isn't always an agreement. True story. We actually didn't start the Wilson Post out with the idea that it was always going to be free. We was like, okay, we're going to build up this following and get people excited, because if there's anything that I know how to do is build a following. I know how to build email lists. I know how to build a social web. And I've had email lists to go viral. People still to this day. In fact, if you guys here on Instagram, I can't show you guys on Facebook, but if you're on Instagram, I can show you. I mean, I've had email lists to go viral. I've had certain lead pages to go viral. And it really helped to know how to write contacts and content. And, because of that, it helped. Social media has been growing since. But when we started building up everything, it was okay. In August, we're going to start telling people, now you got to pay for it. Truth be told, that's not how we started. How we started is we wanted you to pay for it. But we started realizing millennials and Gen X don't want to pay for news. Go figure. And I'm a millennial as well. So I realized there's people who thrive on social media, and they just go on social media, and it's not about, and I'm a fan of this newspaper, by the way, being the weekly but it's not about getting a newspaper and reading everything that's in it. Most people only go online for that one thing, and it catches their attention while they're already busy. It comes across their screen, they click on it, they read it, and they go on about their life until something else catches their attention. It's not about the funnies. It's not always about the comics. It's not always about the sports. It's not always about the politics. It's usually that one thing that matters most. So we started realizing like they're not going to subscribe unless they really have a huge reason to at $10 a month. So we decided to make it free. Now, with that being said, yeah, we have a lot of traffic on our site. 2 weeks ago, the hosting company that we switched over to said that we had 2.8 million clicks in the past 45 days. Very exciting, especially with all the things that we have on the site, which is news, media, different types of media, jobs, different events. I mean, right now, if you go to the wilsonpost.com, I know you guys love being on social media. I know you guys love just being on the Facebook page and LinkedIn and everything. But if you actually go to the website, you'll see that within a 45 to 50 mile radius of Wilson County, that includes Raleigh, there's like 25 to 50 different events. The majority of those events, like Aces Ale House, the Edna Boykin Culture Center, Downtown Development, the Arts Council, historic. Oh, I know I said it already. Upper Coastal Plain with their business classes, Wilson Community College, Barton College. With all of these different places around here, there's one thing that we caught and that we learned is that there's so much happening here in Wilson County. There's so much happening here in Wilson County, but nobody ever knows about it because of clicks. You get caught up in your circles, and that's all you know. That's what social media is. You create a page, and you only connect with people that agree with your opinion, which means they're already in your circles, and they might tell you about something, but more than likely you're just going to find it anyway because you're in your circle. So we started reaching out to people who were not in our circles, and because of that, we found out there's something going on here in Wilson County every single night. No matter if you're at Chase Courthouse or Courtyard, no matter if you are at 217 Brew Works, over here in front of the Whirligig, no matter if you're downtown, no matter if you're in the theater, no matter if you're at the Chamber, no matter if you're at Barton, there's something always going on. Always. So if you go to the website, thewilsonpost.com, you'll see an event calendar, and you'll see like 25 different events in all the surrounding areas, including Rocky Mount, but more of those are actually right here in Wilson. So the news is free, by the way, just to go along with what Aces Ale House said. It's not easy, it never is, but we appreciate different views. A free media isn't always an agreement. If you have a business, we're talking about entrepreneurship in this episode 000. This is the pre-podcast of the Wilson Post podcast. I can't wait to share with you guys some of the incredible people that I've met over the past few months, and I'm just reintroducing them to you because they've been giving me help, and it's not a bad thing to ask for help. I don't know everything, so I want to connect with people who know more than I do. So this is episode 001. If you have a business, and we're talking about transparency here, that's the topic of this podcast, because I want to be transparent here, for the next few moments of my life, no matter if it's months, no matter if it's weeks, no matter if it's years. Anyway, it's like look kind of lopsided. But either way, I want to be transparent and share with you parts of my life that maybe you can go through, maybe you can value. When it comes to health and fitness, health and wellness, faith and culture, entrepreneurship and business, finance. There's so many things that, I just don't have all the answers to. Now, I go through all those things, just saying when you go through all these things. So if you have thoughts, please, first of all, share your business under this post. I'm going to make sure I save it. So even if you're joining this late, you can go back and connect with other people. This Tanya Britton joined on. Good to see you, man. I was just talking about you guys earlier. I appreciate for introducing me to Miss Robin Atwater. Lindsey Burton, met you on Saturday at the vendor event this past Saturday. You've got a very successful future. You know what? I appreciate that, and you do too, because it takes a really strong person to go out when it's raining to go to a networking event and still connect with people, no matter what the season is. Much respect to you. And Ace's Ale House, I didn't tell you, but I've actually added your whole calendar to our website on the Wilson Post. So all the events that you're posting on your website, they're at thewilsonpost.com on the events per day, and we're letting people know what you got going on. And I appreciate you for doing what you do. I'm talking to Aces on sorry, I didn't realize I had it like right there. I was talking to Ace on Instagram. So if you have a business, please drop it in. Started a business, had trouble, learned that time management is not my best suit. I suck at it. That's the reality. Hired people and hired some really great people. Hired like 7 people at a time. None of them work. Hired another person. When I say none of them work, none of them currently work here with the Wilson Post. I'm constantly hiring content creators, people who can edit these videos. This is live, so they don't have to edit this one. But our podcast, they got to edit. We got to edit a video. We got to edit sound. We have opportunities for a lot of different people. If you can edit video, please go to the website and apply. In fact, even comment under this video. I mean, I go check you out. We are paying people to edit video for the Wilson Post News and Media. We have podcasts, we have news, we have shows, we have entertainment, we have a live cooking show coming up soon as well. So I can't wait to show you and tell you about In the Kitchen with Big Harold, In the Kitchen with Chef Jeremy Law, with SoCo Farm and Food. It's a phenomenal experience, and we recently just got our 3rd season of In the Kitchen, our cooking show with, drum roll, can somebody give me a drum roll? I guess not, okay. With Chef Daniel, with Daniel's Fine Dining Cuisine. So that's going to be really great. We basically have your favorite chefs cooking your favorite foods, and they're teaching you how to cook them. You're in the kitchen with your favorite chef, so I hope you enjoy that. Can't wait to show you, some of those pieces. If you just joined on, and I'm going to wrap up here in a little bit because the average podcast is about 30 minutes for us. If you have a business, please drop it below. Let people know who you are so they can go and like your page and they can get to know what you have. If you're in Wilson County, please let us know that you are. If you are in Nash, Greenville, different places, please let us know, where you are and what you do. If you're not, please let us know still, that you're watching. It's nice to let people, to just inform people. So in this journey, and I'm going to wrap up here in a moment, in this journey, although it is rough, it's not impossible. I do remain to be hard-headed and optimistic and just continue to push forward. But it's unwise to push forward in a journey where you're not calculating your steps. There's a difference between taking chances and taking risk, right? The calculation itself is in the chance because you know that there's a chance that it will succeed, that it will thrive, it will go forward. But when you're taking those risks, you're going in blind. And the only thing that we knew here in Wilson County is that people wanted a reliable news source. People wanted to be informed about what was happening. One thing that we knew also is that if you are a millennial, which means you're, I don't know, I mean, they keep redrawing the lines when it comes to what the age bracket is, but if you're a millennial or a Gen X, or even a tech-savvy baby boomer, and you're watching this, it's because you're on social media, and that's where we are. We're on social media. We're also on the website as well, and we want to connect with people who want to be connected. So thank you for watching. There's a lot of things that we are going through. There's a lot of things that we are succeeding in. And I want to know what those things are for you as well. We have a sponsor for our podcast, and that is, well, one of our sponsors is the Upper Coastal Plain Business Development Center. They are incredible at what they do. They assist businesses. They are an incubating center. So that means that if you have a small business, or you need a business plan, or you need counseling, or you need office space, if you need a grant writer, if you need, and they have so many different things. If you need financing, if you need money for your business, contact the Upper Coastal Plain Business Development Center so they can help scale you to your next level. I'm going to get off, but it's going to be really interesting. I have no idea what's really going to happen here in the next few moments of my life, weeks, months, years, but I vow to be transparent with you. And I hope that doing that, sorry, I'm getting messages. And I hope that in doing that, I can help you and maybe we can be a help to each other. And to quote one of our House of Representatives, Ms. Susan Martin, she said, in true leadership, people will find a way to complete each other instead of competing with each other. Until next time, again, my name is Travis Patterson. I am with the Wilson Post. I am the host of the Wilson Post podcast, the publisher, and I see you at the finish line. Till next time. You too, Cheryl.